Why the Great Pyramids weren't built by slaves. Dramatic, with sweeping visuals of the pyramids. All around the world, the Great Pyramids stand as timeless marvels, perhaps the most enduring symbols of ancient ambition. But there's one myth that towers just as high, that these magnificent structures were built by legions of slaves. The truth, they weren't built by slaves. The origins of the myth. Where did this idea come from? Let's start with Herodotus, ancient Greece's most famous storyteller. Visiting Egypt around 450 BC, over 2,000 years after the pyramids were built, he reported that 100,000 slaves labored constantly and were relieved every 3 months by a fresh lot. Text quote from Herodotus about slaves and 100,000 workers. In the centuries that followed, the Bible, through the Exodus story, and cinematic epics like the Ten Commandments reinforced the image of oppressed masses laboring under the wick. A different story emerges. Yet modern archaeology paints a very different picture. Excavations near Giza, workers' tombs, remains of villages, bread jars. In the 1990s, archaeologists Sati Hawass and others uncovered tombs of pyramid builders, buried respectfully beside the royals, with beer, bread, even tools for the afterlife. Hardly the treatment for chattel slaves. Nearby, a workers' village revealed dormitories, bakeries, seal stamps, and evidence that workers ate high-quality meat, not the grim fare of enslaved laborers. Graffiti hidden inside the pyramids, marking ways like Hakufu or drunkards of Menkaure, point to organized labor units with pride and identity. Who were the pyramid builders? So, who built the pyramids? Most were local farmers, swapping the plow for the chisel during Nile floods, supplemented by skilled foremen, masons, carpenters, scribes, and toolmakers. Estimates suggest a workforce of around 10,000, 30,000, including about 5,000 permanent paid staff and laborers rotating in shifts, possibly as a form of tax payment in labor. Fresh discoveries reinforce the truth, and the evidence keeps mounting. As recently as July 2025, archaeologists led by Dr. Hawass uncovered hidden inscriptions in little-seen chambers above the king's chamber. These markings, left by labor gangs, along with statues and tools found in nearby tombs, further confirm builders were compensated, some even given days off, and respected enough to be buried near the pyramids. Why the legend persists. But why does the myth of slave-built pyramids persist? Because of ancient storytelling, religious narratives, sensational retellings, and Hollywood's grand spectacles. Yet, as we've seen, bricks of evidence, tombs, names, food, organization, crumble the myth, brick by brick. Conclusion: what's the real story? Star. The pyramids were built not by bound slaves, but by hard-working Egyptians, farmers, artisans, overseers, who took pride in leaving a legacy. Far from oppressors' tyranny, these were community mobilizations, organized, skilled, supported by state infrastructure, logistics, and respect. The pyramids stand, so too does the truth.